Welcome everyone to the last part of this chapter, environmental issues, that is deforestation. Now we know what is deforestation. Deforestation means the removal, decrease or deterioration of the forest areas. That means when we are cutting the trees, we are clearing the forest areas. That particular act is known as actually deforestation, and it has been going on since civilization. That means when the people have started civilization, industrialization has increased, gradually deforestation has also increased. Now there are basic certain reasons, causes which are responsible for deforestation, like the early civilization, which is based on large herds of cattle, agriculture and extensive use of timbers. For these also reasons which are responsible for causing deforestation. Human settlement, people have to live, they have to make their houses, their settlements, for which they are clearing forest. Forest fires, okay, due to forest fire also deforestation occur. Then zooming means the shifting cultivation. For shifting cultivation, actually areas have been cleared, which may cause soil erosion, okay, and other effects of deforestation. Then mountain roads, clearing of the areas for creating or construction of mountain roads. Then hydroelectric projects, these are also constructed, which will hamper deforestation, which will create deforestation. Then canals are being passed through the forest areas, killing many trees. Overgrazing, okay. Then mining problems, then demand of wood for paper, etc. All these things are the various reasons for which deforestation is taking place, okay, for which the trees are being felled down, and thus the number is being declining. Now there are certain effects of deforestation. The first effect is there's the shrinkage of the fuel wood. Decrease in forest area will create a scarcity of the fuel wood, okay, for which there will be the fuel wood and litter that is collected illegally from nearby forest, and gradually what happen, it will destroy the whole surrounding. Now next is the shrinking of the timber wood. Now demand of the timber wood is rising, that's why felling of trees will be increased, so this will result into decrease of the okay. Then next is the changes in climate. Changes in climate means due to deforestation, actually what happened, the climatic situations or things will also gradually change. There will be winters will be colder, summers will become gradually much more hotter, so these are also the side effects. Then it will cause global warming, soil erosion and floods will occur, okay, siltation will be there, cyclones, drought, extinction of some wildlife, tribal peoples will also be affected. So these are the various side effects which are being caused due to deforestation, okay. Now as we are now seeing that so many side effects are caused, so that's why forest conservation is very much necessary. So we have to protect them, we have to restore them, preserve them for the future, okay. Sustain for some measures are being taken, okay, like afforestation and reforestation measures. The development of trees in denuded regions is called reforestation. Creation of forest over bare areas is known as afforestation. That means we have to plant more and more trees. Strategies have been taken by the government for growing of more trees, and in our country the tree plantation is celebrated as the Van Mahotsav since 1950, okay. Then protected areas are there, like national parks, sanctuaries where tree felling is strictly prohibited. Reserve forests are there, okay. Then preservation of scrapping and litter collection are also prevented, that will also help in conserving the forest. Improvement, cutting and selectively cutting of trees. Overgrazing has to be prevented. So these are the various strategies, various things that are to be taken or are maintained for conserving the forest. Now next we come to the forest management. How can we manage the forest? That means sustainable yield, block cutting. We have to see so that tree felling is done properly. It is divided into several blocks. If one block is cut, then other has to be allowed to become mature, okay. Then advanced silvicultures, wherever possible improve areas races of forest plants has to be developed. Okay, then control of weeds and pests, fire fighting equipments. If forest fire is creating, so equipments has to be provided in order to immediately that means immediately handle that fire. So these are the various management act that are taken in order to this conservation of forest. Now Forest Acts are there. The Forest Act of 1927, the Forest Act of 1980, all these takes measures for preserving or conserving of the forest, growing of trees, and prohibit the various activities that are taking place in the forest areas, okay, including the cutting of trees. Now, while we are doing a case study, different types of movements have been observed in which different people's participation are taken for conservation of forest. One is the Bisnois movement. Now, Bisnois movement means what? Here, in the 15th century, Guru Jambeshwar Maharaj, okay, he enunciated 29 peoples for protecting the environment, and those his followers, those people were known as the Bishnois, and they were supposed to protect the trees. They did not allow the people to cut trees, kill animals, and all these activities. But what happened actually in 1731, the king of Jodhpur, he decided to build his palace with wood, and that was with the kesari wood. Okay, and for that reason he allowed his personnels to cut the trees. And in protest against this, a Bishnovi woman, Amrita Devi, she hugged the tree and said that you cut me and then only you can cut the trees. And the king's people who didn't care for it, and he just cut her along with the tree. Simultaneously, her daughters and all 360 people, Bishnoi's people, they were also sacrificed while saving the trees. So this is known as the Bishnois Act or Bishnois movement, okay? And afterward, government has taken various steps, and this act was there is an award called Amrita Devi Bishnoi's Wildlife Protection Award, which is given for rural individuals, okay? Then next is the Chipko movement. Chipko movement this is also a protection of trees, and this was observed in Gopeshwar in Chamoli district of Tehri Garhwal, Uttarakhand. Okay, here also peoples were there who were supporting the felling of trees. They prevented the felling of trees, protected the trees, that is called the Chipko movement, and a similar movement that took place in the southern part of India, that is known as the Epico movement. That means ultimately these are all various movements that are taken in accordance to protect the forest. Sorry. Then last one is the joint forest management. Here actually what happened, a forest officer, A.K. Banerjee, he was allowed to seek participation of villagers in regeneration of employment share basis. Okay, that means he was protecting some forest, some special type of trees, sal forest actually, which was gradually declining. So he was protecting them, he was growing them, and he was able to regenerate the whole thing. And for that reason, government, in accordance with all these, made a joint forest management, and it helped in protecting of the forest and the different plants, okay, which were very much yieldful. So these are the various things regarding the deforestation. So while you are studying deforestation, you have to be very clear what are the causes of deforestation, how they are affecting, okay, basically the global warming, that is being the major cause. Then case study, Bishnoi's Act, Chipko movement, Epico movement, these are important. The various strategies that we are taking for forest conservation. So all these things are important. Go through them properly and just study them very clearly. It is all mentioned in the book, so go through the books very properly.